This is Speaking with Judgment, hosted by Jonathan Mathis, the sports judge. Court is in session. Welcome to the channel. One team I'm suddenly looking at, again, after we've kind of shut the door on them, is the Golden State Warriors. And whether it was fatigue or just knowing that the roster is completely different with Steph now getting older, new bodies, different faces. Klay Thompson is gone. It's just different around the franchise. The dynasty is over in many people's eyes, but I don't know if it's over for Steph Curry and the Warriors. I'm not ready to rule them out just yet. They're more interesting now. You've been seeing the bottom version of them. I don't think they're on the same level as OKC, Denver, Los Angeles, Cleveland, or Boston. Now, you look at them get in that second tier ever since the Jimmy Butler trade, and you say, hey, they might have something here. It looks like they're on pace to sneak up to a 4 seed and secure home court advantage in the playoffs. It's not how you start, it's how you finish. And right now, the Warriors are on a path where they can finish strong and be as good as anybody. You have to look at the fact that they have the best shooter of all time and added Jimmy Butler. And they've done well since they traded for Jimmy Butler. And all they've done since they traded for him is win basketball games. Steph, at age 38, is still sensational. I still feel the same way about Steph that I felt about him when his team was winning championships. And the question that we often ask today is, where do you rank him in your top 10? Is he a top 10 player? Bottom line is this: Steph Curry is the greatest NBA marksman we've ever seen. I'll say it. You don't have to say it, but we constantly argue about whether he belongs in the GOAT debate. I think it makes for a great conversation. He has these astonishing stats that his individual play and the fact that he allows his team to continue to be competitive puts him in the GOAT discussion. There's nothing to dispute about that argument. It's about wins and losses, but this particular person I'm speaking of allows his team to win. This person has multiple championships. This person shows the basketball world what he's made of. This person shoots the basketball better than anybody. It seems that Steph hasn't lost his touch one bit. We still talk about him dropping 50 points in a game at age 38. I wouldn't want to play any team with Steph Curry on it. Everybody that was questioning this team up to a few weeks ago were justified in doing so, because his team was looking like a play-in team, or even a team that wouldn't make the playoffs. The answers have been provided. The question that still needs to be answered is, how far can this team go in a stacked and loaded Western Conference? I'm taking Golden State over Memphis in a series. The Warriors are scary. I can tell you nobody wants to see Steph and Jimmy on the same team in the postseason. I believe the Warriors are a dangerous team with that tandem. In a few years, Jimmy Butler will be unhappy. He'll quit on the team and say he wants out, just like he did in Miami. But for now, you get the best version of Jimmy. Now, obviously, you got those who truly are not sold on this Warriors team. You're going to have those who honestly believe the Warriors don't scare a soul. But after acquiring Jimmy Butler, Golden State has been the hottest team in the league, along with the Los Angeles Lakers. I didn't think Jimmy would come in and have this much of an impact. I was wrong. I didn't know. I wasn't feeling that trade because I know that Jimmy Butler can be a headache, can be a nutcase, and create unnecessary drama around the team. The Warriors are now what, 10-1 since the big trade? It's all about Steph Curry and Jimmy Butler since he joined forces. We've seen Jimmy Butler perform sensationally well when he was happy, when everything was going good in Miami, and then he plummeted. Obviously, because he was disgruntled and all of a sudden he wanted out. And so we're looking at him now and seeing what a source of energy he has been for this Warriors team. Obviously, a change of scenery, a new team, partnering with Steph. When we look at this team, we see what Steph can give on a nightly basis. We see what Jimmy adds to it. Listen, you could say the Warriors will be the most feared team to be reckoned with. The best point guard and devious defender, Draymond Green, his crazy ass, and now Jimmy Butler, who is reminding all of us that he's a hell of an addition. It's still about Steph driving them home because at the end of the day, he's still that clutch performer, a guy who finishes. And what I could say and will say is that Jimmy Butler is a nice compliment to Steph. But you talk about the killer mentality, you talk about an assassin going for the kill every time. That's who Steph is. And now Jimmy Butler is added to the equation, and it's like watching a brand new team, a brand new Warriors team. What Steph does better than damn near anybody in the league is shoot the ball. They won because he simply goes off. And we know he can catch fire at any time and fire up 12 three-pointers in a game. We can say this about it. We can say this about him. Just when you thought, okay, well, you know, the championships and Steph Curry been this unguardable, unbelievable outside shooter is kind of in the rear view mirror. You're sort of entering a new era. This is about Steph Curry entering his twilight years and the dynasties and championships being done. Not so fast. Pump the brakes. Here comes Jimmy Butler. And suddenly, I really do think with Jimmy Butler's trade, you're seeing the joy return to Steph Curry. You can see that there's a different step, a different energy, and that the Steph Curry of old is back, and that's scary. That's very scary. So we got, if we're looking for a sleeper, a team that nobody believes in, it's the Warriors. We thought this team had no hope. We thought this team was done. You can just feel Jimmy's presence and his force as it's infusing the team with new energy. Now, I'm not saying they're better than OKC, Denver, or the Lakers, though, but they're a team to definitely keep an eye on as they make a strong push. All right, everyone. That's it. That will conclude this video. Thanks for rocking with me. Thanks for checking out the content. Thanks for supporting your boy. Thanks for supporting your guy, your favorite judge of all time, the sports judge. I love y'all. Without y'all, none of this is possible. So I appreciate that. Hey, do me a huge favor. Share this video with your friend, your neighbor, your spouse, your family member, whoever it is, your coworker. Share this video and do me a huge favor if you haven't already. Hit that subscribe button for the Sports Judge. Help a brother out because, man, this is what he does. He talks sports and he loves bringing the best sports content out there to the sports fan. But guys, I'm wrapping this up. I'm getting out of here now, and we'll talk again very soon. Thanks for watching. Appreciate y'all. Y'all have a good night.